Hi everyone, welcome to Must Read Monday. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian with the Twin Lakes Libraries, and I use they, them pronouns. If you're wondering where I am, today I'm in one of the meeting rooms at the Hancock branch, which is on the second floor, and this is a place where lots of tutors come to meet, people come to study. It's a well-used room, and I love this brick background. This is like the, original wall of the building, so you can admire that behind me. So for today's books, we are going to be focusing on poetry and novels in verse because April is National Poetry Month. So we have a limited selection of poetry books and a lot of novels in verse. So get ready. So for poetry books, these are all ones I've talked about in some previous videos, but they're very well worth checking out. We've got Concrete Kids. This one is very short, very good. Inheritance. This one I talked about recently. It has illustrations to go along with it. This one is Ain't Burned All the Bright. So this might look intimidatingly large, but it is like a multi-medium poem. So definitely check that out. And some of these are available as ebooks and audiobooks, and when I put a full list in the video notes, you can find out where you can find them online. Jason Reynolds has a lot of poetry books and novels in verse, so this is another one for everyone. Then we have A Wreath for Emmett. This one also has illustrations throughout. And now we're moving on into some novels in verse. This is a brand new book. We Are All So Good at Smiling by McBride, and the author wrote another book called Me Moth, which is also a novel in verse, and it's one of my favorite books, so I'm very excited to read this one. It says, Whimsy is back in the hospital for treatment of clinical depression. When she meets a boy named Fairy, she recognizes they both have magic in the marrow of their bones. After they are released, Fairy and his family move to the same neighborhood as Whimsy. The two friends come to realize that their lifelines may have twined and untwined many times before. They are both terrified of the forest at the end of Marsh Creek Lane. The forest whispers to Whimsy the forest might hold the answers to the part of Fairy he feels is missing. They discover that the forest holds monsters, fairy tales, and pain they have both been running from for the past 11 years. And soon they understand that the only way out is through. So I'm really looking forward to this one. And this is at the Hancock branch. Another one at the Hancock branch is Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. 60 seconds, 7 floors, 3 rules, 1 gun. Will's older brother Sean has been shot, dead. Will feels a sadness so great he can't explain it. But in his neighborhood, there are the rules. 1, crying, don't, no matter what. Number 2, snitching, don't, no matter what. Number 3, revenge, do, no matter what. But bullets miss, and you can get the wrong guy, and there's always someone else who knows to follow the rules. So I did read this one, and it's very, very good. Okay, so the rest of these are all at the Mary Vinson. So we have Solo by Kwame Alexander. Blade never asked for a life of the rich and famous. In fact, he'd give anything not to be the son of Rutherford Morrison, a washed-up rock star and drug addict with delusions of a comeback, or to no longer be part of a family known most for lost potential, failure, and tragedy. The one true light is his girlfriend, Chapel, but her parents have forbidden their relationship, assuming, like many, that Blade will become just like his father. In reality, the only thing Blade has in common with Rutherford is the music that lives inside them. But not even the songs that flow through Blade's soul are enough when he's faced with two unimaginable realities: the threat of losing Chapel forever and the revelation of a long-held family secret, one that leaves him questioning everything he thought was true. All that remains is a letter and a ticket to Ghana, both of which could bring Blade the freedom and love he's been searching for, or leave him feeling even more adrift. Then we have Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. By the way, both of these authors have multiple novels in verse. Camino Rios lives for summers when her father visits her in the Dominican Republic. But this year, on the day when his plane is supposed to land, Camino arrives at the airport to see crowds of crying people. In New York City, Yaharia Rios is called to the principal's office, where her mother is waiting to tell her that her father, her hero, has died in a plane crash. Separated by distance and Poppy's secrets, the two girls are forced to face a new reality in which their father is dead and their lives are forever altered. And then, when it seems like they've lost everything, they learn of each other. Poppy's death uncovers all the painful truths he kept hidden and the love he divided across an ocean. And now Yaharia and Camino are both left to grapple with what a new sister means to them and what it will take to keep their dreams alive. We have The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. This is one of my favorites. Michael is a mixed-race gay teen growing up in London. All his life, he's navigated what it means to be Greek, Cypriot, and Jamaican, but never quite feeling Greek or black enough. As he gets older, Michael's coming out is only the start of learning who he is and where he fits in. When he discovers the drag society, he finally finds where he belongs, and the Black Flamingo is born. So jumping around, Chlorine Sky by Mahogany Browne. And it says, with gritting and heartbreaking honesty, Mahogany Browne delivers a novel in verse about broken promises, fast rumors, and when growing up means growing apart from your best friend. All right. Break This House by Candace Elo. Yahamina Okar left Obsidian and the wreckage of her family years ago. She and her father have made lives for themselves in Brooklyn. She thinks she's moved on to bigger and better things. She thinks she's finally left behind that city she would rather forget. But when a Facebook message about her estranged mother pierces Yahamina's new bubble, memories of everything that happened before her parents' divorce come roaring back. Now Yahamina must finally reckon with the truth about her mother and the looming collapse of a place she once called home. All right, and then we don't have time to get into all of them, so going quickly, Crank by Ellen Hopkins. So Ellen Hopkins has written a ton of novels in verse. They're all kind of like contemporary and about very hard-hitting topics. Like this series is about drug abuse. There's a series about human trafficking. So there's those. Punching the Air by Ibi Zaboy and Yusuf Salam. This one is a nonfiction telling, it's a novel in verse based on true events. It's very good. Some other ones based on true events. We've got Kent State by Deborah Wiles. Then Blood, Water, Paint by Joy McCullough. And then really quickly, a few more. We've got The Most Dazzling Girl in Berlin, Vanilla, Home is Not a Country, A Million Quiet Revolutions, and The Realm of Possibility. So those are our books. Come check them out. See you next time.